talk to us about vehicles. On Wednesday, like today, we have an expert in the studio as well, Mr. Ayo, that gives us different business ideas. On Thursday is HR Thursday, and on Friday, we have a business quiz where we ask questions that would help us in our daily business life. Good morning, Vivian.
Good morning, Kayode. Good morning, Lagos.
Yes, and Vivian, we are looking very, very business-like this morning.
Yes, it's all in the packaging.
It's all in the packaging.
Exactly.
No, please, I must go along with you to the meeting. You can't leave me here talking on radio.
Okay.
Remind him I'm your PA.
Oh yeah, and I have a PA right.
Okay, your PA should please talk.
Good morning, Lagos. My name is Ayo Emakhiomhe.
All right. Good morning, people in the city of Lagos. I hope you're all refreshed and ready for another money-making day. If you're not, well, here's a boost for today. Because as we do every Wednesday, we're going to be learning about a small business that you can start to make money wherever you are. And today, Ayo, what are we going to talk about?
We are going to talk about the business of sales of bespoke shirts.
Bespoke shirts?
Yes. That is, some other people call it fitted shirts, and my brothers know it as packet shirts.
Okay. Okay, so bespoke shirts, are they the same thing as designer shirts?
You can call it designer shirts because just that now the designer names are not those ones we know. It could be an Emakhiomhe or a Taylor Laurent, or things like that.
All right. So these bespoke shirts you're talking about, how much does it take to start the business?
Okay, to start a bespoke shirt business, plus or minus, it won't cost you more than 35,000 naira.
35,000 naira?
Yes, 35,000 naira.
For the sale of how many shirts? Or to produce how many shirts?
To start the business. Because now, for production or sale, there's no limit to that.
Okay.
And you don't actually really need additional capital.
All right, but I'm referring to, first of all, you're talking about how much it's going to take to produce shirts, right?
Let me break it down for you.
Okay.
Producing the shirt, actually, one shirt costs you about 3,850 naira to produce, total cost.
Okay.
But to go into the business, first of all, you need to have at least a business name registered, right, because that's what will help with your labels. So business name registration presently is about 5,000 naira, and then to do all those labels you see on the shirt tied to it, and plus the one at the neck or the side of the shirt, everything will cost you like 10,000. So that's 15,000. Okay. Then materials and all the other stuff is another 10,000.
Okay.
Yes, and then running around adverts, what else? It's 10,000. So that's 35,000.
How do you get those who design it, those who sew it? How do you?
Okay, yes. 2 ways. One, which is the long journey, you could learn and sew your shirts yourself. Then, but for instance, go and start the business immediately. There are locations that are known for such, where the tailors are waiting for you. One of them, one very popular one in Lagos, is Taiwo Street at Lagos Island. Okay. Where you just go, just by that street, they are selling materials, shirt materials. You buy a shirt material about 700, average quality, high quality, 1,000 naira per yard.
Okay.
You need 2 to 2.5 years, depending if you are doing short sleeve or long sleeve. And once you buy, you give them there, and they sew it for you. Okay. And immediately they finish, you put all your packaging, you put it in the packet, put the labels, put everything, and you go deliver. So, and if you buy 2 yards at 2,000 naira, you sew it at 1.5, that's 3.5, and you go and do your delivery. You are done.
Wow. Okay. So who's my customer base? Who are the people I'm going to be appealing to?
Yes, the people you deal with are mainly the average working class people that must wear official shirts, but your shirts do not have to be official. So it's just generally dress shirts. So whether for the office or for the work, for the house, you always need to wear a shirt. Okay. So, but let's even reduce the market size deliberately to just those in the working place. The average worker needs about 4 shirts every 4 months. Okay. So 4 shirts every 4 months means you need about 120 people to give you 100 shirts monthly as sales, which gives you, and on the business you make an average margin of about 30% because you sell your shirts for between 5,000 and 6,000 naira.
You said the average person needs 4 shirts every 4 months.
Yeah, that's
how
minimum.
true
Let's
is that?
assume you now, Vivian. I'm sure you already have shirts in
I
your
have
wardrobe.
shirts at home.
So for change, as in to keep your wardrobe fresh and new, you need an average of 4 shirts every 4 months.
If I wash the shirts I have, my wardrobe won't be fresh and new.
That means I'm talking of the minimum level now.
Okay.
The average person that earns about 45,000 naira a month. You understand? The average person that earns about 45,000 naira a month won't want to buy more than 1 shirt every month.
Okay.
And so that's 4 shirts in a month.
All right.
And based on that, you need about 100 people to give you 100 sales in a month. And at a 30% margin at 5,000 naira per shirt, that gives you about 150,000 naira net income monthly.
Do we have different shirts for females, for males?
Basically, there are 3 main sizes. There are
Okay.
others, but just like I said, there are bespoke shirts.
Okay.
So there's small, there's medium, there's large. It is in between there now. You talk about size 20, size 10, size 14, but it's small, medium, large.
Okay.
Then, of course, which is the new trend, we are now having extra large in sizes in Nigeria.
Okay.
Before now, most people fall between medium and large.
All right. So, what skill do I need to start
The
selling
business.
this? Yeah.
Basically, it has always been the main number 1 skill every entrepreneur needs, which is the
Sorry, Ayo, if you want to be a part of the show, you can call the number 0809-899-8898. If you have any questions for Ayo as regarding starting the bespoke shirts business. Okay, you can continue.
So the major skill is the skill every entrepreneur needs, which is the ability to market and sell. If you need to have a sweet mouth and a very convincing tone to tell people this shirt,
That's pretty much what every business needs.
yes, pretty
Okay.
much what every business needs. That's why the big ones advertise and pay big money for it. It's the
Okay.
same thing.
Okay. How exactly do I build my customer? Because you're looking at a business that people have already been doing for some time. So how do I convince people?
And as I have always said, it starts with friends and family. You make some, at least, let's say you have 5 as samples.
Yeah.
You go to meet them, you show them what you have, and convince them to buy from you.
Okay.
And once they start, you get referrals, and then you should have that confidence to be able to walk into any office and tell them about what you do. And by the time you go to 5 offices, I don't see why you cannot get at least 1 or 2 people to buy from you.
Okay. I'm thinking, what's my profit margin?
Profit margin is about 30%. That is, if let's say you sell 1 shirt for 5,000 naira.
Okay.
And
And I spend how much producing it?
3,000.
850. That's what you said.
Yeah, 850.
Okay.
So you make about 1,250
for 1
for
shirt.
1 shirt.
In which case I might probably just sell 1
Nothing
shirt.
less than 5 a day.
5 a day.
Yes.
Okay.
At the beginning, might be 2 or 3. But as
Okay.
the business progresses, depending on how hardworking you are and how convincing you are,
can be. Okay.
then you can do more than that.
All right. Do I need a space to start the business?
For the nature of this business, you don't need a space because it is delivered to order. So I place my order, I go straight to Taiwo Street, make the number of shirts depending on the measurement of the people for each person, and go and deliver straight. So you don't need an office.
Where you
You
will
only
keep?
need a
I'm referring
contact
to where
point.
you will keep your shirts.
You are not keeping.
You're not keeping as you produce, you deliver.
You deliver, and even if you need to keep, what happened to somewhere beside your bed or your wardrobe or even your box? You remove your clothes and put those things there to keep them neat.
Okay.
Yeah, now.
All right.
So you really don't need a space. It's
So-
when you get bigger, you now need space where you put your mannequins and all those
Okay.
other things.
All right. What risks are involved in this business? Because everybody needs to know before you start any business the risks that are involved.
The risk involves basically one, it's pay on delivery more often than not. You might deliver. That's at the beginning mostly. It's pay on delivery. You might bring it and the customer doesn't like it.
Okay.
Yes, and so
you have to take it back.
and that's a cost. 2, your labor that you are using, those tailors, even though they are there, it's not all of them that are so good. So you have to take time to check previous jobs that person has done to be sure that you are using the right person. You understand?
Okay.
Then there is the general risk of moving around of town, which is accidents, theft, loss, and all that.
Okay. There's this question I always ask. I like to ask this question relating to every business. Is it necessary to brand your shirts? Because I don't know. I believe so much in branding because at the end of the day, it is that thing that is going to make your business different from other businesses, and people will always look out for that name. So is it necessary to brand your shirts, and how do you go about it?
Well, let me come from another angle. I would rather take the question: is it important to brand your shirts?
Okay.
Good. It's very important to brand, but when you start to cut costs, because if you remember, I said 10,000 naira is going to labels. Part of those labels are branding. Those stickers you see on the shirt, the nylon itself, the logo on the shirt, all that is 10,000 naira. But if you know, because of that cost, you could just buy the packet, that's the nylon, for packing it, and you don't do the rest. But to stand out, which is why you even need to have a business name that is part of the cost, 5,000 naira, then you need to have that name, which is the name that will now come on the brand.
Okay.
So with that, you now do all your branding, because just like you said, in this line of business, it's important to know that this is Vivian shirts and this is Kayode shirts and not Ayo's own. So that when there are issues, oh no, Ayo's shirt is never like this.
Okay.
While
Vivian's shirt is never like this.
Yeah, and Vivian's shirt is this good, so I would always buy only Vivian's shirt.
Okay.
And it also helps you with pricing.
Okay.
The better the labeling, the better the branding, the higher you can charge.
All right. So I'm looking at let me ask the questions for those that might want to know. Where exactly the names of the places where you might want to go to get the materials, to get the things you need to design it and all that.
In Nigeria, the main place
in
that
Nigeria,
would be good for you is to go to Aba.
Aba.
Yes, but coming home to Lagos here where we are, there is Balogun. There is materials market in Balogun. For all kinds and at very affordable prices. Then there's Alaba, and then there's Yaba.
Okay, so for those of you listening, the closest to you can pick one, because this is a Lagos show, so you can pick one of Balogun, Alaba, and of course Yaba. All right, so I don't know. I'm thinking the type of people that produce these shirts. Are there situations whereby we have issues of trust, as regards the people that they produce these shirts and they don't deliver on time and all that? Yes.
Your tailors, it takes about 3 hours to produce one shirt.
Okay.
For someone that is very slow.
3 hours just to produce a shirt.
Very slow. That is to cut the material, join it, sew it, then the embroidery and the finishing.
All right.
Maximum. But so I don't see why you cannot sit down with that tailor and wait for the tailor to finish your shirt, because that's your day's job. And when the tailor is now very fast, it's about 45 minutes.
So if we're looking at 10 shirts at a go, we're looking at about 30 hours.
No,
or you have a tailor that has many.
If it's a tailor that is now very fast, it's 45 minutes. Especially if it's shirts have patterns already.
Yes.
But now designs can change. Like they change the design on the front of the shirt, the design on the hand. So because of those design changes, patterns might change slightly. But if it's the normal regular shirt, 45 minutes a shirt is ready.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at, because I was like 3 hours.
No, like I said, a very slow tailor. Some tailors would like to take their time and do all that.
All right.
So, but outside that, 45 minutes, one shirt is ready. So in 4.5 hours, you have 10 shirts ready.
All right. And then for those tailors who have people who are assisting them, apprentices in their shop.
Those that have apprentices.
They can help out.
Yeah, because they now do division of labor. One is cutting, another one is joining, another one is sewing, another one is finishing, another is doing buttonhole, another is doing and all that.
All right. Okay. So thank you very much, Ayo. And that's a wrap on the show. Be sure to join us tomorrow at 7:45, where we talk on human resources in business. My name is Vivian Kayode.
Vivian, you've asked all the questions. I think the shirt you're wearing, you're leaving, just moving to the studio. We can't have talk about shirts, talk about shirts. Do this for yourself and expect me to go in t-shirts all day.
It's just 6.5, sir.
Just 6.5.
Yes.
When you told us the price, you made it.
That's my margin in addition to it.
Okay. So thank you for coming, and I hope to see you next week, Wednesday.
Yes.
So be sure to join us on KissFM 98.9 KissFM Business Clinic 7:45 Mondays to Friday as we follow the money and we talk the business. Do have a lovely day.
Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.